Hello. I hope everyone's having a good day. I wanted to do a live stream as I think of things that um, people question me about what the Diamond Lab is, and I do a lot of market research. I join a lot of groups, and I just read the comments and the conversations that people have. Everyone that messages me or makes a comment on any kind of post I have, I always read it and respond to it. So it helps me to know what people need to know about the Diamond Lab and to give a better explanation. So I want this video to be a quick go-to video to help people understand in a concise video what the Diamond Lab is. And so basically, and then what makes it different from all of the other coaching programs and expos and retreats and things like that. So this is the analogy that I'll use. Someone asked me why didn't I call it the Diamond Factory, because we consider that name also. And me and my friends said, well, a factory, when you think of a factory, you think of just mass production, right? You have assembly line, machinery, automation, and it's just like it's step 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, and you have this product. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, you have a product. And so when you have this assembly line kind of approach or this factory approach, it's designed for quantity, and that's efficient, and it works for certain type of things. But a lab, on the other hand, when you think of a lab, and I've done research both in labs and other type of research. In a lab, you have great minds coming together with a hypothesis about some kind of phenomenon or some kind of prediction that they have about the different variables they're manipulating. And you have a real focus. It's a real focus, and it's specific to one thing, and it's a lot of thought and time and research that goes into figuring out this experiment or what's happening in the lab. In the lab, you're trying to create, you're trying to innovate, and you understand that you might do the experiment one time and you might try to do that experiment again. If it has good validity, you can actually replicate the study. But you realize you still get different outcomes, right? There might be slight variations, but you get different outcomes. And so the analogy for this is, whereas I see some of the coaching programs have become largely automated or they're digital, and everyone gets the same advice or instructions on how to be successful, I feel like that's a factory approach. The Diamond Lab is where you join a network of people that have similar goals overall as far as social impact goals and different, various core values. And you're able to come to the Diamond Lab as an entrepreneur, as a member. You will get that custom made plan or strategic plan that fits your life, right? Because how can step 1, 2, and 3 work the same for everybody? Does step 1, 2, and 3 work the same for a single mother that is in school full time but still trying to start a business? Do the same steps work for a person who's approaching retirement and just want supplemental income? I mean, does it work? And maybe some people have figured it out and figured out a cookie cutter's approach. But to me, I know that a lot of times people want an efficient program so that they can make money. No problem with wanting to make money, as long as you're meeting the need of the consumer, though, or trying very hard to meet the need of the consumer. And I feel like in business coaching and mentoring and those kind of situations, you can't have a cookie cutters approach. You want to actually make sure that the people that are spending their money with you, that they actually do get a tailor-made approach to trying to be successful in business. So I really feel like that is one of the main differences. I mean, there are a number of differences, but I would say factory versus lab. Do you want to just feel like you're on an assembly line going through the motions and then you get this so-called end result? Or do you actually want someone that's going to study your situation and try to figure out your particular situation and how to manipulate the variables in your life to make you have a better outcome? So the Diamond Lab, that's what we're going to try to do. And of course, there are different levels of membership. If you pay the bottom level membership, there's still a lot of value that you can get, but it's not going to be the same as someone paying more and at the highest level. But at least by having the different levels, everybody can get a little something, and it should always have some type of customization, basically, in the human element. So I want to be clear. I don't classify myself as a business coach. I classify myself as a businesswoman who has created a platform and working on developing a platform to bring entrepreneurs together with vendors that have been vetted in a support system to help those entrepreneurs succeed. And particularly those that are doing social impact businesses. Okay, so I'll do more of these videos to help people get an idea of what exactly the Diamond Lab is, and I'm really excited because I had a really good conversation today with with some people who had some really good ideas, and I'm looking forward to seeing how I can implement that as soon as possible, because I don't know if anyone else is doing it quite like I'm doing it or how I propose to do it. So it's a little scary because sometimes when you innovate and you come with a new approach, you don't know if it's going to work or not because it's never been done before, but when you at least give it a shot, it might actually help fill a need that has been unfilled prior to you thinking of something new. And so I guess I consider myself a disruptor. That's like one of those terms they're using, a buzzword now, where someone comes along and they actually try to bring awareness to a situation and dramatically shift the paradigm and change the narrative or change the way something is being done. And I don't like to say I'm disruptive in a negative way, but I feel like the Diamond Lab is a disruptor to our current system of coaching, business coaching, and those type of things. You have your life coaches, your business coaches, your mentors, all of those things, graphic designers, website developers, all of that. The Diamond Lab is going to try to have all of those things that you need. We will screen the people and make sure that they have the same core values as I do and the mission for the Diamond Lab. And I think that's going to be helpful to entrepreneurs. And there's a lot more that's going to come with it. It's not simply a platform to connect people. It's going to do that, but it's also going to give people access to resources and a support system. The resources would include a certain amount of like office hours where you get to participate in live streams, get your questions answered, depending on what level membership you have, whether or not you get to participate in advisory board meetings and those type of things. So I'm really just trying to conceptualize and develop the program, and I'm doing it right before you all's eyes. I'm being very transparent about everything. This thing is coming to me naturally as I talk with people and assess the needs of people. It's helping me to develop the program. So I haven't officially launched the actual program. I launched the business page, but the actual program will be launched depending on how long the website and app development takes. That's kind of, but I'll keep everyone posted. So if you think but in the meantime, by all means, stay on the page, like the page, follow the page, watch the videos, and get to know me. And if you feel like this is something that might be able to help you, then as soon as we're ready and you're ready, you can join the Diamond Lab. Okay, so in the meantime, just get to know me. I'm going to be going live. I'm going to be showing you what I actually do day to day as a CEO of several corporations, and just take you on the journey and help give advice and create ideas or new ways of thinking about things that you may have never thought of. I will be basically sharing all of that with people. We're leading right on up to the launch of the Diamond Lab. And also for those that may not be able to afford a $19.99 membership, there's a little something for you too, actually. I did a 30-day Boss Up challenge on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel called Business Builder Basics. That's Business Builder Basics. You can go and search that on YouTube, and you will find about 30 videos. I went live 30 days straight, and I called it the Boss Up Challenge, and I challenged the audience to tune in with me every evening for 30 days to make sure they understood that to be successful in business, when you're starting a new business, you need to do something towards your business every day, pretty much. So that 30-day Boss Up Challenge was to show people's ability to stick with something. And it was hard for a lot of people to stick with it, but that's absolutely free. And the information discussed in those videos will be a lot of what I go over in the Diamond Lab. But the Diamond Lab will have much more. It'll have much more. But just in case there are people who are not quite ready to pay anything, because I've been there where I didn't have not a dime to spare. I've been there. So that information is there for you for free. Okay? So I just wanted to tell you all my comparison of the factory to the lab, and for the purposes of entrepreneurship, especially social impact businesses, I believe the lab approach is better. Okay? All right. I will talk with you all later.